Hey everyone, this is my Patreon-powered reaction to the 8th episode of Acchi Kocchi. So, in the last episode, our characters went on a bit of an exciting trip, and some of them got left behind. Some jumped through windows so the left-behind person would not feel lonely. They had some fishing, some fireworks setting offing, and some people getting hit by those fireworks. And just, yeah, lots of trip funness, and let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. See, it's a nice hot summer day, judging by this cicada and that line, of course. I heard you the first time, but since it's a little bit cold here, I can't say I relate too much. But yeah, that sucks. Broken. Uh, going all old school with an electric fan. Better than nothing. Yeah, now that she's getting blowed, she's a lot happier. How old are you? Wow. Yeah, shouldn't she be doing her homework rather than playing with a fan? Yeah, it's what a responsible student would do, but is that what a Mayori would do? That's always an interesting thing with watching fiction, is that sometimes there's a disconnect because they're like, hey man, it's so hot, it's unbearable, and you're sitting in your room, it's like, it's actually kind of cold. So that disconnect can take you a bit out of it. But on the flip side, if you time it right, you can have the same experience as them if you watch this on a hot summer day. But, very few people are actually going to go that far to increase the immersion factor, like try to wait to watch something. Though some people do that with like Christmas episodes and stuff, like with rewatches, but, it's a little bit different. I mean, yeah, the fan should be adequate. You take a cold bath. I mean, you could try it, but yeah, not sure how practical that is. I'd advise against that. Yeah, you don't want to do that. uh, yeah, that would involve going outside and leaving. That got her attention. Yeah, I think you want to. I think we just saw another one of her powers. Yeah, so it's been decided. But again, like I said, that involves going outside. You really should. It's a little bit rude not to. But on the flip side, a lot of guys would be happy to suddenly be visited by a few cute girls. Yeah, depending on the person. You could try insulting her, saying something cold. Your turn. that that seems to have had an effect. You're a little bit scary sometimes, Tsumiki. but mostly adorable. Oh, Sakagi's already over. I guess he wouldn't mind probably having somebody else. Some more people come over. So that's what he's doing. Oh, he'll wake up as soon as Tsumiki gets there. Yeah, was that answer not obvious? Somebody's at the door. You should probably answer it. Well, that tells him everything. You'd always have his sleep right. He might not get what you mean. It's not a solicitor. But that's why you're supposed to be more specific. Wow. That scam is a phone thing. It's not a doorbell thing. It wouldn't really work as a door thing. But yes, I am aware of the scam he's referencing. Okay, now it's a phone thing. She's clearly not seeing the issue here. Tsumiki, you should try. They somehow got in. uh, okay, E.T. Don't you just hate when that happens? A UFO hits your bike. Yeah, he's here too. The Omake. Don't do it. She did it. Anticipation. Because she knows she wants to do it too. Yeah, doesn't get much more cool than EO's place. And are you on Cloud 9 down there? You can cuddle into my pillow if you want, Tsumiki. It probably won't smell as good as EO's, but... Yes, I can see. Good for you, Hime. Yes, head pat's the best reward. He really is. He has an awesome calendar. Of course, it's a cat calendar. Really do love Tsumiki's voice actress. Like, just a lot of the ways she delivers the lines. Definitely my favorite voice actress of the show. Sure, why not? The game group, the study group. One's having a lot more fun than the other. Some amazing graphics. Punch. Yeah, you know you want to play as well. It doesn't get much worse than studying while watching somebody else have fun. I mean, that's a legitimate type of torture there. Auto. Book on head. Return of the Aliens. Let's be honest, they didn't have that to begin with. I can easily guess which one's Tsumiki. But yes, round 2. How will they fare this time? Use your hairball attack. The rage is real. I never would have guessed. Not like you have homework to do or anything. Yeah, who needs school anyway? Just play those games away. Well, he was tired, so makes sense. With friends like this, who needs enemies? Wow, Tsunuki. Not quite, Yeah, go for it. I doubt he'll complain. You know what must be done. Just be quiet as to not wake him. Doki doki. Doki doki. Yeah. Don't ruin it. I was wondering if they were actually going to correct her misunderstanding, but... uh, yeah, I don't see the problem with Tsunuki's strategy. You know, it gets the point across. And suddenly festival, and you kind of felt a bit abrupt, but... Pretty good, yeah. Of course, the guys' ones are just really plain. Because nobody cares about that. I'd rather see your chest, Tsumiki. But I'm sure we have different priorities. Nobody was talking about you. Are you trying to kill these poor girls? Looks like a murder scene. Not as bloody, but still as effective. Why are they always so injured? Is that Hello Kitty? Except different. I could go for some takoyaki. Yes, is that obvious? Yes. You know, like how she fed him last episode? Yeah, you know the answer to that question, Sumiki. There we go. Don't get blood all over the takoyaki. Well, I guess it will be some nice flavoring, but... Yes. Yeah, but it looks like teasing, like what we got in that one episode of New Game Season 2 between Nene and Umiko. Is that the thing I think it is? I'll do this one because it looks easy. I can get behind that attitude. But yeah, I don't think I could ever do any of these. And you messed up on the first stab. Yeah, I don't know how anyone can do that. I'm sure EO will do it, no problem. Oh, apparently he takes us quite seriously. And is it done with just one flick? Yeah, no surprises there. Pretty sure that's physically impossible, but whatever. It's an original technique, do not steal. Not that you'll be able to do it, yeah. I figured as much. You're not as much of a Mary Sue as EO is, so it was to be expected. Yeah, goldfish scooping up is another thing that seems really difficult to actually do without breaking the net. It does look oddly happy. Of course, just jumps on in there. Because everybody loves EO, including the fish. He's basically hacked the game. He just got into yard by the fish. That's amazing. That was probably the funniest thing in the episode so far. They just leave him for you. That makes sense, actually. That'll make things better. Yeah, of course. If she acted more cat-like, then I'd be even more frightened. What'd you say? I want the one that's sparkling. Use a slingshot. Yeah, bazooka. How could you not have one of those? That'll get the job done. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with that. Yes. It's so weird seeing him in with a gun. Point the gun at the enemy. Solid advice. You're not really that helpful right now, Mayoi. Yeah, it really wasn't helpful advice at all. You're not going to actually injure any of this stuff, so... Let's snipe. Don't point it at me. Afraid of that sexual harassment. Walking up to a girl and just saying a huge hole. It's not gonna penetrate, no, so just pull it. And yeah, of course, these games are rigged. Cool. You didn't succeed in actually getting it. So quick, fire again while it's in its weakened state. Or you don't have to. It's just fine. Not Humpty Dumpty. Yeah, like Io in the case of Tsumiki. Yeah. But if you want him to be yours, you have to compete with all the cats and the fish and the everyone else. I don't think it works that way, Tsumiki. She's just shooting the one she loves to make her his. To make him or hers pronouns, how do they work? Probably take multiple shots. Is dual wielding. Which I guess is allowed. They're gonna make its day. They're gonna actually penetrate it. Probably not, but that'd be funny. Wow. They went all out on the animation on that. Is teamwork allowed? Like, what are the rules to this? But yeah, I guess we got it, so. Don't know how you're gonna carry that home. Yes, that's the most valuable prize of all. Just don't shoot Tsumiki. Like you could just hear the blood splatter off screen. They didn't even need to get shot for them to die, so. Surprised I can still walk after all that blood loss this episode. Be a little bit more than a little anemic. And mine's totally bigger than yours. Don't get blood on it. Seriously, you can't lose any more blood. You are going to die. I don't know, but I like it. Some stuffed animal Yuri there. So I'm gonna call it. Episode actually went by pretty quickly. They spent a long time on that shooting range. Shooting game. Wouldn't really call it a shooting range. What we should get as a prize are these things. I wouldn't mind getting a couple of these. I'd grab the Tsumiki one and the Hime one and just make them kiss and then have Io nearby to watch. And then have Tsumiki say, "No, Io, it's not what it looks like. I'm being forced to do this by somebody's hands. I'm not in control." And then Mayoi would say, "Hey, I want in on this action," and she would kiss Tsumiki as well. And Sakaki would say, "Hey, I want on this action," and then Mayoi would just knock him over. And Hime would just stand in the background, losing all of her blood and pass out. Kindergarten? Let's be patient. Yes. Is her name Tsumiki? Yeah, I think Tsumiki wants to trade places with that cat. Because she is the best cat in the series, hands down. But she's got to be patient, like... yeah. So that was the 8th episode of Acchi Kocchi. And this episode, we started off with the struggle of it just being a hot summer day and wanting to cool down while they were doing their homework, because as much as homework sucks, it sucks even more if you're sweating and sticking to your paper while you're doing it. So, but, you know, the AC seemed to be broken. The electric fan, they did pull out, and it did help. You had Mayoi just going all, you know, childish mode on it and just making funny noises into it. And, which does remind me of a certain scene from Lucky Star, I think it was, that had a similar scene to that. But, yeah, just, you know, being an alien and all that. And, yeah, they wanted to come up with alternate ways to get even cooler, so they had the idea of, you know, surrounding themselves with a bunch of ice, but, you know, don't have that much ice, and no, you do not want to do it with dry ice. Trust me, that will not end well for you if you do it. Don't do that. So yeah, they opted to just head over to Io's place to cool down, which Tsumiki is obviously not going to disagree with because it involves seeing Io. So that's what they did. Sakaki was already there, so you know, the whole gang was there. And yeah, they're basically doing their homework, although some of them were just, you know, playing games, because, you know, some of them didn't have homework to do, some of them did. So you had a scene where Sakaki and Mayoi were doing homework, attempting to, while you had Io, Mayoi, and Tsumiki, I think it was. No, I said Mayoi twice. Tsumiki, Hime, and Io playing the video game. Mayoi cannot be two places at once, I don't know what I'm talking about. So, but yeah, you obviously can't really do homework in the same room as people who are doing something fun that you want to do, because unless you have a lot of willpower and very mature, because it's just very difficult. So the rage got to them eventually, and just, yeah, screw homework, I guess. So the most memorable scene of the first half of the episode was the incident with Io sleeping, and they're like, hey, let's draw funny stuff on his face, or like a kiss mark with lipstick. Tsumiki misinterpreted what they meant, so she was gonna go for an actual kiss with it. So, but yeah, they kind of stopped her from doing that. She's like, Tsumiki, that's not really what we meant. And once she cleared up the misunderstanding, Tsumiki understandably felt very embarrassed. Like, yeah, that might have been the most embarrassing thing for her in the entire series. It's definitely up there. So she just ran off and ducked her head in to hide it, which, yeah, that's the best way to deal with that situation, I would say. Well, either that or you just double down and say, no, this is my idea. I don't care what your idea was. This is my idea now, and I'm going for it. Like, those are the two real strategies for that, kind of a fight or flight almost. But anyway, that was that. The second half, we centered on the festival, characters wearing yukata, doing all the cliche stuff, you know, and, you know, having a bit of EO fan service for the girls, and there was a lot of blood loss, especially from Mayoi. I think there was at least 3 instances of Mayoi losing blood, so it's just a miracle she's still conscious, to be honest. But I guess she just has a lot of blood. Maybe she has some transfusions off screen that we just don't get to see. But yeah, Tsumiki also lost her fair share of blood. The fishing game was probably the funniest moment, just because Io, everybody loves Io, animals, cats, and including fish, which a bunch of fish jumped into its thing, which was funny, but nowhere near as funny as the fish jumping from Sakaki's into Io's, basically getting fish into NTR. That was really funny, probably the funniest moment of the episode for me. Although the kissing thing was pretty funny as well. But most of the festival centered on the shooting game to try to get the prizes. Hime wanted a prize, but she didn't really want to shoot the cute stuff. She didn't want to hurt it, to the point where when she shot it and it didn't get severely injured, she was really satisfied with herself, like that was the main goal. Even though that was not the main goal was to get the item, which luckily she did get as well. But the bigger one was a little bit harder, so you had Sakaki and Io working together to take it down, and it was given to Tsumiki, you know, in an attempt to protect that smile, because Tsumiki's smile is just the most valuable thing in the anime, really, so just always great to see her happy. And it was quite cute when she had this idea of, like, making something hers if you shoot it, so she just shoots Io. I don't think it quite works that way. I mean, I could try shooting some girls and see if I can make them mine, but I feel like that would not end too well. It might be worth a shot, but probably not. But yeah, that was pretty much the episode. And then we had, you know, the ED and the kindergarten segment and all that usual stuff. And yeah, time to wait for the next episode. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, the Dragon of Oshu, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.